Okay, so this lesson is the first activities we work on with strings. And I'm going to go through the things that are important for you guys to know about this. All right, so as you're going through this, so a string is a sequence of characters used to represent any type of data that contains text, such as names, addresses, warning messages, etc. So the example I give, string, I got STRA equals AP Computer Science rock, or AP Computer Science students rock. What do you need to get? Okay, what do you need to do when you get a string? Okay, so anytime you get a string, draw some lines in the middle of it, okay, of each character. So I'm going to open up my sketch pad and kind of point to what I'm talking about. Screen sketch. All right, so you draw these lines in the middle of each character, all right, and then you start numbering them. 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. And I have that down here. Okay, so with strings, you always start with position 0. This is just an index of characters, basically. So right here, notice the charAt method. You can put any number in there, but charAt 0 is going to return the character A right up here. The length, this is where it gets a little bit fuzzy for students. The length you count like a normal human would, starting at 1. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 32. All right, but the computer always starts at 0, so you just have to know that the length is, you're just counting 1 through whatever, and length minus 1, we got 32 here, is basically your length minus 1. 33 minus 1 is 32. Your last character's in position 32. Okay, you got to pay real close attention to this. Let me scroll down on my screen here. Okay, it's extremely important because you will use loops when working with strings, and with any loop you need to know where to start and where to end. Okay, let me open this back up. Screen sketch. Okay, you could do this something like this. You could say up here, your condition, you start at 0. You're going 1 to the length, so you're not up in this one. You're not going to position. Well, if we're doing this one, let's do this real quick. We would call this. We'd say this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so the length, name dot length is, that returns 19, right? So you could go 0 to 18. 18 is less than 19, and that would give you the E here, right? You could do I is less than or equal to, this would be 19 minus 1, which would give us 18. This would do that because 18 is less than or equal to 18, so that works. The problem comes where students do something like this, where I is less than or equal to the length. Well, the length is 19 here. If I say, so if I get up to 19, 19 is less than or equal to 19, and then right here, where's the character at 19? It's not here. You have an index out of bounds error. That's a big problem, so look out for that. Okay. So let me close that. Scroll down a little bit more and we can fill this out. Screen sketch. Okay, so we got Eagle Crest High School. So I got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, 1. So let me see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so what is that length? That is 10, 21. So the length is actually 22. So that'd be there, right? 22. At position 0 is 2. Sorry about this. Writing on a screen is difficult at times. Okay. 22. There you go. Length minus 1 gives me the last position, which is 21. And yeah, this is going to be hard to do. All right, so okay, so we got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 8, 9, 0. Okay, so this is 10, 20. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I got 54. So that's 55 then. The length at position 0 is 5. The length is, what did I say, 55. And length minus 1 is 54. Okay, so that's always important. You need to know the beginning and the ending index position. Beginning is always 0, and then length minus 1 is the ending position. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go into the second activity right here. So let's look at this. We also need to know index of. That's going to be really important in substring. Okay, so we've got our, let's do sketch screen so I can draw. All right, so we've got our name, Peyton Manning, and what I did is I just did this and put lines in between and put numbers. That's nice. So our length is going to be what? Dot length. Oh, wow. Length is going to return what? 14. So index of, this is real helpful. You're looking for an uppercase M. It finds it in position 7, so it returns your index position 7 right here. Now, if it doesn't find uppercase M in here, then it would return -1. Okay, that's important to note because that will help you out with your while loops when you're using index of, when you're wanting to remove, multiple characters in a string. Okay, so index of, it returns the index number of the first character found. If the character is not found, it returns -1. This is part of the AP subset. You will be responsible for understanding how to use index of. Okay, substring is also part of the AP subset, and it's very important that you understand that. So, pretty straightforward. There's only one thing confusing about this. So we got our name string dot substring. We start in position 4. So that's, here. Let me delete everything on here. All right. So now we start in position 4, which is right here. Okay, position 4. And we go to position 8, and it's really not 8, it's position 8 minus 1. So we go to here. So it returns ON space M. Okay. 4 to 14 would give us right here. Sorry, I got a phone going off somewhere. It's all right. 4 to 14 gives us the last position, which is 13, so it's O.N. Manning. 4 to, let's do this, 4 to 15, which is not in here, gives us an index out of bounds there, so there's nothing in position 14. There's nothing there. Okay. And then finally, so this is the type of substring you use when you've got two parameters. When you only have one parameter, what it does is it would go to position 7 to the very end. So that's kind of nice. So it just returns Manning right here. Okay. And so when I do this with kids in class, I give them Scrabble pieces, and they all have letters on them. And so, you know, I don't know, this would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, so that's all this does, and it's just to get the students to touch and feel something like physical in their hands, because all this is, you know, it's all virtual, and some students have a hard time kind of visualizing how this works. Okay, so let me clear this and actually shut this, and then I can go down a bit and start answering these questions. So, you know what, and I'll go fill that out again. Okay, so I had A, B, D, E, F, G, H, and I. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that gives us, what is the length of it? It's 9. What is the index of the first character in the string? The first index is 0. Okay. What is the index of the last character in your string? That's 8. What is the relationship between the length of your string and the index of the last? So the length and the last one is str, if that's my string name, dot length minus 1. So my length is 9 minus 1 gives me this last position. Okay. Declare a string named word and assign it to the value of your string. So that's just string. Okay, declare a string named word, and that's equal to what's in here. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay. All strings are in double quotes. What is word substring 2? So we start at 2 and we go to 5 minus 1. So what do we get? CDE. Okay. What is word.indexA? So, okay, so let's assume that's uppercase A. If you don't have an A, use another vowel. So remember what I said, all students are going to have different characters. So if they don't have that, it would return -1. In my case, it's returned at position 0. Okay, because this is my first one right here. What is substring 4? So that would be here all the way down. So that gives me what? E, F, G, H, I. Okay. All right. Let me close this so I can go down to my screen. All right. So it says write a statement that will create a new string that contains the first 3 letters and the last 2 letters. First 3 and the last 2 letters. So then we can just create, I don't know, a string new str for new string equals, we can do what, word dot substring. So the first 3, you start at 3 and you go to 4, right? Which is really the third one because we minus 1 on it. And then we add word dot substring and the last two characters, and I'm just going to go 7. Okay, that would add from position 7 on, right? All right, write a code segment to remove all the letter A's from your string. If you don't have A, use a different. Okay, so this is a little bit more complicated. This is where you would use your while loop, and you're looking for word dot index of. Okay. Whoops. No, that's, yeah, sorry, that's right. While it's not equal to -1, okay. So meaning it finds an A somewhere in your string, and it's going to do this constantly. It's going to keep removing it, all right? Then we got to create our word with removing it. So we say word equals word, gosh darn it, word equals word dot substring 0, that's to the word dot index of A plus, so it finds it. In my case, it's going to put it at position 0. So it's just going to start me at position 0, right? So then we do word dot substring word dot index of +1. Okay, so my word was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, right? And so basically what it's going to do, it will, let me see here. Put me in here, and then it will just add on from here, right here, down, okay? So that should be pretty good. Let's see here. 11, write a code segment to display your string backwards. Okay, so backwards, you just have a for loop, so for int I equals word word dot length -1. Then we make sure I is greater than or equal to 0. And we do I minus minus. Okay. Then system you print word dot charAt position I. So we start off whatever length it's the last character in here, and then so that would be the last character, and then you would subtract 1 each time till it gets to 0. Okay. And last one, let me scroll down a little bit. All right, write a code segment that counts the number of constants and the number of vowels in your string. So, okay, so let's define some constants and vowels. Int consonants. Okay, then we got a for loop for int I equals 0. I is less than don't know, what is it, whatever word it is, word dot length. So this is a big if statement. If word dot charAt I is equal to a. This sucks. I hate writing this one out. Or word dot charAt I equals a. Then we got e. Or I, or word dot charAt I equals AEIO, or and then let's make y also one, so we can say word dot charAt. All right, if those are, if I is equal to any of those, then we would just say what, vowels plus plus else. And this one's nice too. Let me put that in there. We can say consonants plus plus. That one's easy. Okay. And then if you want to print them, s.o.p. Vowels, that's going to print up your number of values, and s.o.p. This will be your okay. So sorry about my bad handwriting. It's hard writing on the screen with these digital pens, but this should be a good starting point for you with strings and get you started.